G'day everyone, Goober here with another Torchlight Infinite Outlaw Season video. In this video, I'll just be going over a quick update to my build. It's pretty tanky now, so I can do T8 with pretty much no fear of basically ever dying, which is fantastic for leveling, as trying to level up in T7 was quite frankly making me want to quit the game. Because the drop rates and stuff in T7 are pretty hot garbage, and it just is boring when nothing is dropping on the ground. So after this map, I'll just go through the build and the quality of life upgrades that I got over the last week or so. I guess the season's only really been out for a week, so that's a lot of I guess the major downside with Boom Moto is the sheer cost of things is a little bit insane. So for other builds, if you wanted to get, some end game equipment, ooh, 98, nice. You can get weapons that are like item level 100 with 6 tier 1 mods for about 2,000 flame elementium. For Boom Moto, let's just quickly check the price. So if we go to the weapon that pretty much Boom Moto uses, which is a fire cannon with split. Split. Parabolic projectile split quantity. You're looking at 1,500. These have come down 1,000 in the last day. The cheapest one yesterday was 2,300 flame elementium, which is the same cost as a fully crafted item. So like these ones, they're quite nice, but it's 10,000 flame elementium or 8,000 flame elementium for a crafted one. So it's pretty insane. The cost of things for Boom Moto is quite high. And then other things that you need for the build to really shine are things like a Machine Lord, but a Machine Lord with a corrupted max synthetic troops. So max synthetic troops, minimum 3. They're going for, every time I look, it's going up. So what's the cheapest one here? 13,800 flame elementium, which is crazy. Another item that you pretty much need is a Warden's Breastpin. But not a standard Warden's Breastpin. You need one with your minions cannot deal physical damage. So they are going for 6,000 for the cheapest one, and it's pretty garbage because the crit strike rating's pretty low. 4,000 for 50% and one. Ugh, that is horrible rolls, and it's still 5,000 flame elementium for just one item. I have noticed some other things are coming down in price, like the Microfate Command. Okay, there's not really any left. There's one, 300 each, but still, these were about 30 flame elementium last season. They sat at 1,000 FE each for ages, and now they're back up to 300 from 200 yesterday. So stuff's pretty pricey. Stuff like this is dumb. People are buying level 20 summon machine guards for 66 flame elementium. Makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, I guess with stuff like that, you can slowly build up a bit of currency. But anyway, the build update. So what I've done for quality of life is I'm actually using a corrupted bulwark with just 33 all stats. I would like one with tier 0 max energy shield as well. If we just have a quick check of that. So a corrupted bulwark with tier 0 all stats and tier 0 max energy shield. I've gone with stats as well, just so we get, it's not too much of a downside from the normal chest. So if it's 35 all stats is better than 1 all stats. So you're gaining a bit of damage back, as well as also having the large amount of energy shield. So those ones were 1800 energy shield. These ones are 1400. So 400 flat is about 1100 max energy shield, which is really, really quite good. And the 33% all stats. So this chest gives a lot of tank. So if I look at the other chest that you would normally use, which is this one, it's 13% more damage, but 25% less survival. If we look at our ES, we've got 8800. Chuck that on. Now we've got 4700. So it is 4000 flame elementium just for upping our base energy shield by 1500. So it is a huge, huge amount of extra. Oops, that's the wrong one. This one. It's a huge amount of extra tank. So you're not getting one shot by pretty much anything, and you can just heal through a lot of the damage. Another huge quality of life. Like, some of my gear is still pretty horrible. Just getting a corroded mind fusion with high movement speed. So if we look at one with 47% movement speed, there are only 3 flame elementium. I wonder if I can get one of these with 3 skills. Maybe if I drop this down to 45. Nah, it's none. How much is just a +3 minion skill? So just a 3 minion skill. Slightly more damage. It's about 8% additional damage. But they are far more expensive. I would rather the movement speed over the +1 minion skill level, just for quality of life. So that's huge. I'm pretty sure I need to replace this with something else. Everything is so expensive for this character, which is crazy. My weapon's pretty garbage. It's just tier 2 and tier 4. If I got a decent weapon, my damage would be boosted by a lot. This is actually a... The more I look at this, the more I think, wow, that is an absolute garbage weapon. I should just get a item level 86 two-hander and get it tier 1. That would probably be a lot more damage than trying to go straight for this one, because I need the base affix anyway. So let's have a quick look at my damage. My gear is not that great. I've only got a level 1 of this. I don't have the other support. Force Start, Blink, Rising Edge, Timid with Activation Medium Elite. I really should get precise versions of these as well, to be honest. They're probably not that expensive. I did get a nice upgrade here, which is a level 1 Hardened. They are currently about 400 Flame Elementium. Now, the thing with Hardened is you need to use the main skill to get the buff yourself. So every now and then you just tap R. Like, it doesn't slow you down very much. Every time I press that, it's just refreshing Hardened. So every, 5 seconds or something. If you're going to take damage, just press R and keep going on your way. So the damage that I am doing with my somewhat mediocre gear is around about 5 billion DPS. It spikes up to 7 billion sometimes, depending on how lucky the double damage and crit is. So with a better weapon, that would boost maybe 20 or 30 billion pretty easily. And then, of course, if we got a max 3 synthetic troop machine lord, that would just flat double our damage, because it rounds down, it halves because of the mechanical mod, and then it goes up to the nearest one, so it rounds up. So it's nice. So if you get a 3-1 of these, you can have 2 minions at any one time, instead of 1 like I have. So about 5 billion DPS, which is plenty for 8-0, and it's enough to do the 8-2, yeah. It's enough to get the 8-2 points if you're just a little bit careful and you run around a bit. Still need to get Glacial Abyss, and I still need to get Voidlands. Which, to be honest, I'm not playing as much as I normally would this season. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the kids, so, you know, it's just nice to cruise around and enjoy the game at my own pace without me trying to compete with the streamers and stuff like that. So they're all in Profound and Deep Space, and I'm just cruising around in T8. So I really should upgrade my belt. Those resistances are pretty bad, and I'm not res capped, so that could be a pretty easy upgrade. That's got Fire and Lightning and Cold, so that Cold with an extra 10, that would get me pretty close to cap there. Gloves, they're pretty average, but they're not too bad. And weapon is horrible. But yeah, what else? What else? I was going to upgrade to a Light Hunter belt. I do have 30% additional Radical Order aura effect, which is quite nice. I was hoping to hit Max Energy Shield or Max Energy Shield there. It's really nice that you get the minus 25% additional damage while Energy Shield is active. So that's just a flat reduction. To make this really work, you should get Indifference on your belt, which is 50% additional minion damage, which would be quite nice. I might just search for a belt with Indifference on it and use that basically, and see how we go. But yeah, so that's pretty much the update. I'm not playing a lot, so sorry I don't have a huge update. I'm only 1278 on the damage. There is some players here with far higher, but they are using really quite nice items. Like even these gloves, uncorroded, 650. And yeah, I guess once you have all this gear, you're going to be smashing content, which is obvious, but there's a few things I can upgrade. I can upgrade my hero traits. I can upgrade my candles to these as well. Once I get parabolic projectile split, I can switch to spider tanks and do damage that way. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this quick build update. Yeah, just chilling, enjoying the game. Slowly building up my coins to level this up. So, yeah, I've got everything. I just need to get the coins. And then do more of these. Crime rating requirement not met. Anyway, that's enough waffle. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.